Hey guys, how you doing? This is 1Bit, back for some more Dota 2 action, and this is Ember Spirit. Now, this is, I believe, my 4th or 5th game playing him. I didn't really, I might have taken him into practice mode one time, but I've been working, like, you know, jiggering around with the build and trying to figure out which is the best for me. The one I came up with in this game wasn't all that practical. I mean, it ended up being very effective, but as just cost-wise, it was a little too high. So I'm probably gonna switch it a little bit, but I don't want to reveal too much what it ended up being. But I guess I'll just take it as I go. This is a replay cast of the game that I played earlier, and right now I'm just kind of looking around and trying to figure out who was in lane. So I didn't want to end up with Jug in lane because 2 carries in the same lane is not too good. This is just a pub, so I still haven't played ranked yet. I want to start doing videos of ranked games, but right now my internet is acting up horribly. I've been having some packet loss issues, and I'm waiting for the my internet service provider to come out and fix the issue. That's why I haven't been able to put up any more videos, because it's around the holiday time and they don't want to well, it's not that they don't want to, it's just the time that they gave me to come out is going to be later in the week. So I started off with a wand. The main reason I started off with a wand is I tried to build different ways. I started with the shield before, like the suggested build tells you to do. And I can't remember, I think, did I get a shield this game? I can't remember. I might get a shield, but I don't think I did. But you don't really need it to start. It doesn't make a significant difference to start if you start with the shield. The ability here, what is it called? Flame Guard. I would say that's your best starting ability. The slow it's just 2 seconds, and it's not all that effective. As far as the first, the first ability, and you can see like how much damage I'm doing with the Flame Guard here. I'm able to pick up kill relatively easily, and not only are you getting the damage over time from this ability, but you're also absorbing magic damage. So I believe that the ability that the dispersion ability that she uses is considered magical damage, so that's what was able to keep me alive, even though I was going in on her under the tower. Ember Spirit doesn't start off with a lot of armor, but because of this ability, he's able to tank up pretty quickly. I get one of each of my starting abilities. The reason I do that is so I can have a slow, just in case I need to slow somebody down. It's not really slow, it's a it's kind of like the bear's root, but again, it's not really maximally effective until it's maxed out. So I really put all my points into Flame Guard, and then I follow up with Searing Chains. I found that to be the best build. It's really good when it's maxed out though, because at max level you're getting the damage on here per second, so per tick. So at max you're getting 100 damage, and it lasts for 3 seconds, so you get a total of 300 damage over the course of it, and you lock them down for 3 seconds. And at the same time, of course, if you maxed out your Flame Guard first, you're getting that 500 magic absorb, plus on top of that you're getting 60 damage per second for 20 seconds. Let's do the math on that real quick. 60 times 20, that's 1200 damage. So 1200 plus the an additional 300, so 1500 damage. That's pretty nasty. You know, not guaranteeing that you're going to be able to just stand there the entire 20 seconds, but
you need to defend
it's a pretty significant amount of damage. Of course, the damage does go away if the absorb is completely bursted through. So if somebody does 500 damage, 500 worth of magical damage to you, then the flame guard goes away. So burst is the way that they can get through it. Now I got phase boots next. Actually, the reason I started with the wand was so that I could possibly get some more mana. I was actually worried that I might have to lane versus axe, and that he would keep spanning battle hunger on me. So that's why I ended up getting the wand. But I think it's still an effective starting tool, simply because Ember Spirit is so magic deficient in the beginning. You just have to be careful about what you spend. I could have probably brought back those spirits and kept them alive longer, but I think I ended up with like somewhat decent last hits in this game. Not perfect, not nearly what I would want it to be, but pretty decent.
Bad dude's top tower gonna fall over soon.
Only thing that sucks about this ability, what is it called, Ember Shield or Flame Guard, is that it pushes the lane pretty hard. Now I've seen some other people play him, and they tend to say that he's a mid-only hero, but I don't necessarily agree with that. Like, I think you can carry with him. I just haven't gotten the ultimate carry build. I think, well, when I get there, I'll talk about what I think I should have probably swapped out, but I think he can be an effective carry, actually. Now, one thing that's nice about this hero is you can use your ultimate, cast it in the lane, run back to base, fill your health and your magic, and then just instantly return to lane. I guess I should go over the abilities. Other than Flame Guard, which is a magical shield and a damage over time spell, you have Sleight of Fist. It's basically like a mini Omni Slash. What's great about it, though, is you go into the Sleight of Fist and you attack all the targets in its area. You can see it has a pretty big AoE at least once. But then you return to your starting position at the end of it. So you can use it as a harassing tool.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Can we pause, please? I'm terrified beyond the capacity for rational thought.
And to finish off enemies that are low health, and also as a
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
As a means of dodging their attacks. So if you get in a situation where you're fighting an enemy that is just you know, critting you to death or something like that, you can use that really quickly to get out of it, and then while you're in it, you can actually cast your Searing Chains to lock them down, and then you can just start running away immediately, you know, with phase boots, and possibly escape a situation that would otherwise have ended up in getting you killed. You know, like if you're fighting, say, something like a Phantom Assassin or somebody that is going to have more burst than you are, and you can just kind of like enter the battle, get out of the battle, and then maybe come back at them if one of your other teammates joins you. You have a lot of options with this character. His ultimate's really strong, not so much in the damage that it does initially, because the burst doesn't seem like it's all that much. What is it? 200 per spirit. I mean, compared to the damage over time that his Flame Guard does, I don't really feel like the ultimate is that effective, because people see where it is and they just don't stand on top of it. It's not that effective strictly for the damage that it does. It's more about for the utility of being able to get into the fight on your own terms. And a lot of times when you use the ultimates, you have to put it past somebody, like put it behind them, because you have to kind of guess like where they are going to be, as opposed to where they are at the time. Now you kind of screwed up here. I should have probably left one in lane so that I would have been able to immediately get back to mid, but I wasn't paying attention. And if you saw there, I'm not going to rewind it or anything, but I pushed a spirit near the tower, but then I went back, and the reason I went back is because you will go to, if you have multiple fire remnants down, you will go to each one that's on the map. So like the one that you click on, that's the last one. That's the last one you will land on. So you can do some neat stuff where like you put a fire remnant out into a group of enemies, and then put another fire remnant behind your tower, and then you'll go out, burst the enemies, and then come back to your tower and be in safety. So there's a lot of neat little things you could do. And on top of that, you could do that, and while you were out there, drop your searing chains, and then now several of the enemies will be locked down. I believe it's a maximum of 2. So you could possibly lock down 2 enemies. Right here I locked down with searing chains, and then the damage over time is just what murders him. I find he's really effective against Nature's Prophet.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Hey, you guys doing some great.
At least in this game, I haven't really rewatched it to see how good this Nature's Prophet was, but in any of the matchups that I can remember, I think he was pretty effective. It's really the searing. God, I should remember what this thing is called. The Flame Guard's damage. I was able to lock down Axe there. Just phase boots got me away. The only thing is he's so mana dependent that you can see like constantly running out of mana. That's one of the reasons I ended up getting the Battle Fury, is because of once you get the Perseverance on him, it's going to give him a decent amount of mana regen. I believe the Battle Fury is 150% mana regen in the finished item. It's 100 or 150? I think it's 150. I guess I'll see when I finish making it.
Dire structures are fortified. Middle tower is under attack.
Got the drums for the attributes, the attack speed. That's a good all-around early game item, in addition to the phase. Now, I kind of use that to initiate, but again, the problem is you don't know where they're going to be. And you can see, like, the second it goes down, they just run away from it. So it's I got some Battle Hunger on, but the Battle Hunger is actually actually I don't even have the Flame Guard up, but it didn't seem to do all that much damage to me. Although I think it was nerfed in the last patch as far as how much damage it does, but it didn't really seem to be all that effective. And again, I should have probably left a remnant. I don't think I did.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What else I was going to say with sleight of hand? Yeah, it's great for dodging attacks in a fight, picking up those last kills. The Searing Chains is really amazing though because of its ability to just lock people down. It doesn't, I don't believe, stop them from spamming spells, although it is like a temporary interrupt if they're channeling something. So if they're, say, channeling a TP or something like that, it will cut that off and give you a chance. I was able to use it there. You see it did a little bit of damage. Lockdown axe and finish him off. So I will lock him down and just the damage over time. That's really what's killing them, is the damage over time. I really feel like the Battle Fury is essential on him though, as far as just getting some mana regen and also farming so you can get other items. Because I've tried some of the other builds, I have actually tried him with a more like what I thought was going to be a more tanky build by building Vanguard on him. I tried him like I believe a Vanguard Sanjinyasha. I tried I've heard people trying a Lincoln Sphere.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Those people had families.
I think I get killed here.
Unstoppable. Murder spree. Dominating.
My heart beats no more.
Yeah, I could have probably got off that if I had cast my ultimate out and just ran, but I was going to try to pick up as many kills as I could. What was I going to say? I think I was getting overconfident because I hadn't died up to that point. But, what was I going to say? I had heard about people trying arcane boots on him. Instead, I wouldn't really do that. I think the phase is great for the movement as well as the ability to walk through creeps and everything. On a hard right clicker, I think that's like a must. Even though he's not all that mana efficient, I don't think it's so bad that you really need to switch to arcane boots. Who is you love it?
Dire's top tower is under attack. Ding dong.
Oh, okay, that's our jug.
Here, our hero dies. Strike, 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 strike.
You can see I cast a Remnant. Remnant has a global travel, so you can go anywhere on the map to get to your Remnant, wherever it is.
Bad dude's top tower gonna fall over soon. Dire structures are fortified.
I almost have my Battle Fury here. And like I said, this is only like maybe the 4th or 5th game I played with him. So there's probably a lot of improvement that I could have done. I think I'm going to just cast the action on screen at this point since we went over all of his abilities. And I really wasn't contemplating going on Pudge there, but that was more just to push them back and that's another nice thing you can do with the remnants, is that you can use them just to kind of fake the enemy out and get positioning that you want. See, with that remnant there, like, I have the option if I need to go in the trees and get on punch. Also, you can use it for vision. I don't remember if I was able to get in here in time. No, I wasn't. You see, I was able to go in on those guys to get a little bit of damage and get out with the sleight of is it sleight of hand or sleight of fist? Sleight of fist.
In your bottom.
And Mirana's ultimate.
Good dude's bottom just fell off.
Murder spree. Double kill.
I think I get a triple kill here. No, just a double. Maybe? No, I got a triple. Now here's, I ended up dying because I was trying to save him. I was trying to put my, that thing. But I pushed past him a little bit too far. I thought maybe Sand King was going to come back and help me, but he kept going.
Bad dudes, middle tower, everyone go, now!
And I think if Sand King would have come back and helped, we could have taken Axe there, because all he would have had to do is stun and then maybe go into his sand, and then with my lockdown and my other abilities, we could have probably taken him out. And I guess I bought back there. Because he was pushing the tower. I think I bought back there. I don't recall. But I seem to have spawned pretty quick, so I'm guessing I bought back there. I was able to grab them with the chains, pick them off. They have a pretty decent range on them. What's the range for? It's 400.
Top tower is under attack.
That's pretty decent.
Bad dude's top tower gonna fall over soon. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Let me see the Battle Fury. I'm pretty sure this cleave happens in his Sleight of Fist too. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think I did see it there. But you can definitely see the difference when you're farming. And I think it's essential for him to get his farm up. I believe I somehow survived this. Oh yeah, Sand King. Last minute save. And then when they weren't expecting it, come back. I got my other guy here. And
Bad dudes, middle tower, everyone
boom.
go, now!
Why is this shop open?
Dire structures are fortified.
Did I open that, or go away, shop window? Oh, I think I was trying to buy something. Is that why it's still open?
Dire's
I
middle
think maybe I was
tower
trying to
is
figure
under
out what to buy. No? Why is the shop window still open? Yeah, I think I was just trying to figure out what to buy there. And I think I ended up going for the... Yeah, this is the point where I think I messed up the build a little bit. Not to say that it resulted in a huge problem for me in the game, but I ended up getting a suggested item in the... I wish you could open it in when you were casting. I didn't need it open that whole time, but now I need it open. But I think it would have been better instead of getting the Scotties, which is what I'm going for now, if instead I would have gotten like either a Monkey King bar or a what's another item I could have gotten. I really wouldn't have gotten BKB this game because I think I do enough magic resistance against like Pudge's Rot, so I'm not really worried about that, or Mirana. He's, you know, Spectre, or he or she, or whatever it isn't doing that much magic damage from dispersion. It's more right click. Not really much magic damage there. It's more right click, and then like more right click from Axe as well. So I didn't really need a BKB. But it was good as far as just getting that extra health, that point booster. If I wouldn't have had that point booster there, I don't think I would. Well, I would have still gotten. I would have had much less health actually, but I probably wouldn't have gotten it because I would have, like, if I had that little health, I wouldn't have stayed in that engagement. I don't think. But it was nice for the health, but at the same time, I don't necessarily think it was that effective. I think probably, actually, it would have been much more effective if either I went a Basher into a, what is it called? A Basher into the upgraded sword, or a, I can't remember what it's called. You can see what the Basher upgrades do, though, from the shop window when you have a chance. But either that or get a Monkey King bar just to stun people. And I think that would have been a lot more effective. Or if you're dealing with a lot of magic damage, get a Black King bar. But I wasn't this fight, so I really wasn't worried about it. Of course, I could always have gotten the Basher or the MKB and then, you know, swap the... Yeah, you can see like Pudge is like doing nothing because his Rot is basically just countered by my ability. He's a really good counter to Pudge. I'd probably say anytime Pudge gets picked, Ember Spirit would be a great counter if you're gonna want to play him mid. Even though I didn't end up playing him mid this game. See, I was able to lock these two guys down the second I came in with my ultimate. And we were able to pick them off. I should have probably moved in on Trent a little bit earlier. And I could have probably killed him as well. Although the venomous orb poison damage is nice, but it's not all that necessary. I have tried a Maelstrom on him, and it was okay, but I think the Battle Fury was much more effective, honestly. Between the mana regen and the fact that you're cleaving in your Sleight of Fist, I think that the Battle Fury is a much better build than Maelstrom. I didn't even see him get stunned because I had my was able to lock her down, took her out pretty easily.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I don't exactly know why I went on that. I thought maybe he was going to push up, I guess. Didn't really want to back because these guys were low. Yeah. And I could have probably survived this if Pudge wasn't there. Yeah. And it was just one of those things that was like, yeah. Yep. Pudge wasn't there, I would have made it, but I should have probably went like from behind the tower, gone immediately back up this route, but I mean I wasn't expecting Pudge to just be standing right there, so it's one of those things. Even if I went the other way, he might have been able to hook me. But yeah, I think Battle Fury, Drum, or actually, how did I go? I went to Wand, Phase Boots, Drum, into Battle Fury. I think that is definitely the beginning of essential things for him. And then from this point on, like at the point that I got the Scotties, I think that's where you could have probably shifted it and tried to get either stun or magic resistance, depending on what you're up against. If you're not up against, or actually magic immunity, not magic resistance, because he already has magic resistance. But if you're really getting destroyed basically by ultimates, then you might want to pick up the BKB at this point. If not, then I would go for personally I would probably go for a Basher, and the reason the Basher is because it's the cheapest stun item in the game. And then after I got the Basher, I would pick up some attack speed. Yeah, I have no idea. What is this fool doing? I have no idea why he went in there. He's able to chain him. There's no escape. These guys aren't playing all that hot, but I think you can see that this guy can definitely carry a game. Because I've heard some people saying that he's not really a carry, but I think he certainly can. I don't know how hard a carry he is, because I haven't really, you know, I mean, their Spectre isn't farmed as nearly as much as I am, I don't believe. What are they? What am I up against here? Yeah, it's not like the levels are so out of whack right now, so it's not really a good comparison. But you see, I was able to finish the Scotties, but it's not really offering me that much. It's good in the sense that actually the one thing I haven't factored in with the Scotties, not that I'm bad mouthing it, is that it actually slows their attacks. If you read the abilities that this guy, it does a movement slow, and it also slows their attacks by 35%. So that's one thing that I haven't really been factoring in. That might actually be helping quite a bit to slow them down. But to me, that would just be more of an optional thing depending on who you're up against. Like maybe if I was up against a hard right clicking carry, which I am this game in Spectre, but she's not farmed that much. She, he, it, whatever, is not farmed that much. So I think I would have been better off with stun, because I would have locked them down. And then I think even if I was against a hard right clicker, I mean, stunning them as opposed to just slowing their attack. I mean, if you stun them, you're going to get several hits in while they're stunned, while they're mini stunned. So plus, I think all the money I spent on getting the Scotties, yeah, it gave me a good chunk of health. It does increase my mana, which is what's nice. That is actually kind of nice. So I don't know. I mean, the thing with the Scotties is just so expensive. So I can't I feel like, you know, like it's very difficult for me to recommend it and say, yeah, get that and do that as a build, because it's one of those items that if you're playing really effectively and pushing hard and everything, which we really weren't doing. I mean, you can see they got the tower lead even though we're winning, because we weren't really doing effective pushing. We weren't as organized as we needed to be. I think at this point I was telling my team to just let me farm up a little bit, but they decided to go in, I think, along the bottom or something, and it didn't turn out too good for them. But I think I would have been better up getting a basher and then going from the basher into a butterfly. I think the butterfly is extremely effective on him though, because when you get the butterfly, now you're getting some magic resistance, plus you're getting from the butterfly the percentage chance to miss, or the evasion. Yeah, 25% evasion. So that's really good, because it's now, okay, not only you dodging or not dodging but reducing magical attacks, but now you're dodging physical attacks as well. Yeah, I overshot this. Oh my god, I thought she TP'd out. Yeah, well, she did now, but I completely overshot it. I was wondering where she was. That's the first time I was able to actually see it. So close, so close. That's the thing, I was worried about going too short. That's why I went in so far. But I think the evasion helps a great deal as far as melee matchups. So I definitely see the butterfly as being something you want to pick up on him. Is an agility based hero, so it's kind of like a no-brainer that it's an item that you could consider with him. But the attack speed you're getting with it, in conjunction with you know, just the base stats, is just great. The evasion, the attack speed, everything is like, I think the butterfly is super effective on him. I would definitely have a butterfly as a, you know, a late game item on him, guaranteed. And you're gonna see that later, like my attack speed, it just becomes ridiculous. And then this is kind of like the build that, in a dream scenario, if you could make this build that I have on this guy, like by the end of the game, if you could get this exact build, yeah, of course it would be amazing. But I just don't see you being able to get a Scotties and a butterfly in the same game on most games. And you're gonna, you know, I think you can figure out why at this point, but it's just not your average thing, your average situation. So I'm just trying to finish off this butterfly. At the same time, I'm telling these guys to defend top. I think I was screaming, yeah, defend top, go back, go back.
Dire structures are fortified.
Because they were really effective at pushing us. I really wasn't that effective as a team leader. I can generally be a pretty decent team leader, but when I'm playing a new character, I'm like so absorbed in what I'm doing with the hero and trying to figure him out that I really wasn't directing. And I haven't played Dota in a pretty decent amount of time. I mean, like regularly, because like there was a time when it was like my daily ritual was to get up and play, you know, 3 or more hours of Dota, but I haven't really played regularly in a while. I've played here and there, but like, but when I was playing actually during Frostivus or whatever this Wraith Knight, I was just playing the Wraith Knight game. I hadn't actually been playing Dota proper. He like appeared right in front of me. I didn't even see him because I was focused on the axe by the tower. I don't know what this guy was thinking he was doing.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Double kill.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. That bottom tower you bad dudes had was crap anyway, don't sweat.
Yeah, I think I was calling for some help here.
Green dude's top thing.
So I figured I could pick him up. Yeah, got him a chain.
Green dude's tower got owned, son! Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Dominating. Great teamwork. You vicious thugs.
The reason I led with the sleight of fist on him was so because generally when you're standing right next to Pudge, he's gonna almost immediately do his dismember. So I was basically using it to dodge his dismember like from the start. He still ended up dismembering me, but by leading with it, I was able to just like kind of throw him off of his game a little bit there.
Great teamwork. You vicious thugs.
Getting really close to finishing my butterfly now. Didn't really want to die here. See, and then now with, even though he's got that on me, because I have the 30%,
Dire's bottom barracks.
what percentage? I believe it's 30%. What is it? Oh no, 500 magic absorb. I'm sorry. I was thinking it was percentile based for some stupid reason. But because I have the magic absorb, it really didn't do all that much damage to me. Came back to save him. I was able to bind her. I should have probably just used phase boots to go through and finish her off, but I wasn't paying that much attention.
Double kill.
Overshot that a little bit, but that's fine.
Murder spree.
It's a fine line between bravery and stupidity.
And they were trying to get her, but she just got caught. Now I have my what's it called? Eagle Song? Yeah. So I'm able to pick up my I was in a little brain fart. I was like, why can't I buy that?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Now you're going to see my attack speed really shoot up. So I get 35% evasion, a ton of agility, which is my main stat, extra damage, and attack speed. So the butterfly is really his best item by far. I would say hand in hand with the Battle Fury that it's just one of his best items.
Unstoppable. I'm going to be double kill.
I think if I was a better hand at his abilities, you would see an even better showing than what you get here, but I think it's not too bad for like a 4th or 5th game with the hero. I did go for this what's it called, the Assault Cuirass. I think definitely the Butterfly and a Soul Curace at this point, I would probably, again, as I said, swapped out the Eye of Scotties for either a Magic Community or a stun of some kind. Definitely, because the attack slow isn't as effective, I think, as the mini stuns. So I would probably had a Basher, and then gone into Butterfly, and then gone into a Soul Curace, and then maybe after I finish the Soul Curace, get rid of the drums and replace it with a Black King Bar, and then that would have ended up being my end game. And then at that point, I would have upgraded the Basher afterwards. I mean, if I really needed the Magic Community. If not, then I could have just upgraded the Basher into the, I think it's the Divine Rape, not the Divine Rapier, but what is it called? I really love the Sand King this game. He is like, he just comes out of nowhere with these stuns. Maybe next time the window opens up, I'll be able to identify what the heck I'm talking about here. You see, I used the sleight of hand again to try to dodge it, to just throw him off. I kind of like guesstimated like when he was gonna toss it out, and then I did it just to like throw him off of a little bit, get in a couple more hits. And you can see at this point, Butterfly, I don't even have any type of regen, and I'm able to Roche. Although I'm level 25, so it's not much of a... I think a level 25 anybody can without regen, so... Also, I have the Scotty's Aura, which is slower than 35%, plus the Butterfly, which is increasing my attack speed, so...
Hey, someone check Roche. Maybe they're doing Roche. Wait, Dio did Roche.
And I didn't even really need it. And I didn't have room for it, so I just let him pick it up. Almost got my Soul Curace at this point. This here is a lot of fun to play. I think this is actually the first win I ended up getting with him, but the other games I was really just trying to lock down the build, so I hadn't really... I don't even think I used the Battle Fury for most of the other games that I played with him. But I think now that I kind of got down what I feel is the most effective build, I'll stick with it in the future. I think I ended up getting picked off here because everybody showed up. I really wasn't expecting their entire team. At least I picked her off. I could have saved myself easily if I threw a remnant into the trees or something, and then went to, oh, actually no, I couldn't, because I forgot the remnant actually will destroy trees when you go into it, so yeah. Although you can put yourself on unreachable terrain, because I've done that before, like from inside the fountain. I think one game I ended up getting camped by Pudge. You know, sometimes he'll stand right outside the fountain and try to hook in, and I was able to put myself up on a wall with a remnant. But yeah, it's a little bit harder to use it to escape, simply because the path is going to destroy the trees, which means they could just walk up to you and find you. But if you can manage to put yourself on like a terrain, you know, like a let's say either a hill or something, or some, you know, a part of a wall or something, maybe they were not going to be able to reach you, although they had Pudge, so as long as he has a path, if he can get a good guess as to where you are, he could have probably hooked me off anyway. But that was just more me being silly at this point, because I was a little overconfident. I was doing really good right now. What am I, 25, 4, and 20, so I wasn't like it's like 55-35. Although I think we ended up giving up a bit of our lead, being a little too cocky. I think that was our problem the whole game. I mean, you can see they're already like waxing us top and bottom, or working towards it. I think they've already waxed one half a bottom, and they're working on top, and we don't even have their inner towers or all of their outer towers. So now I got my Soul Curious, which is even more attack speed, armor. That's the main thing, is the armor, and I believe it also does armor reduction. Yeah, it does armor reduction. So that's the main reason to pick it up. I think it's a better item than the Desolator because while you're getting armor reduction from the Desolator, this is giving you attack speed, which is going to increase your effectiveness in battle. It's giving you armor, which is again increasing your effectiveness, not necessarily your attack, but your survivability, which he's a little bit squishy, and that helps a bit on top of the evasion mechanic. That I'm getting from the butterfly. I had no idea where these guys were. I thought maybe Pudge had dodged me in the forest. I didn't realize he got invis off the Mirana ultimate. That's why I ended up turning around and wrapping back this way. And I think she was just waiting to see if she could have pushed our bottom racks. I think definitely if I would have had some stuns, I would have been able to pick up even more kills this game. If I had some type of a mini stun ability. So again, while it was somewhat effective to go the build I did, I think it would have been better with a mini stun. I might be repeating that quite a bit, but it's like 3 a.m., so I'm a little out of it. I apologize.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified.
I kind of just went off of him while the blade mail was up. But I wanted to rax these guys here.
Yo, good guys.
I knew we pretty
Middle
much
tower
had it
go.
at this
What you
point.
gonna do? Get mad or get even? Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Okay, that really is GG. Good guys' middle racks is in pieces.
Now in the future I want to get into some ranked games, but I need to still get some practice with some guys just to, I mean, might not be evident from this game, but I need to get some practice to get back in the swing of things, because I haven't played Dota in a while. I had so much gold I just bought back at this point. I had nothing else to buy too.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I had a remnant there, that's why I was able to get back instantaneously,
Fortified.
because I still had a remnant on the ground, so I just bought back and went on to the remnant and then
Radiant's middle
with
tower
everybody
is-
dead, I was able to just finish it at this point. You see my attack speed is insane with the butterfly.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is yo, good guys. Middle tower got owned. What you gonna do? Get mad or get even? Radiant's ancient is under attack. The Dire Dudes won, and now that's it. Everything is over.
And there we have it. Let's see what the final score is. Yeah, 28-5-25 for myself. It was 63-30. It was kind of a blowout game. I don't really like posting games. There's like total ridiculous blowouts, but at the same time, and they had a lot of feeders on their team. But this is the only decent game I've had with him so far. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to have decent games in the future now that I locked down the build, but I just wanted to get a game up with him and show a build and show that he's can be extremely effective and that he can carry a game. So there you have it. There's Ember Spirit. I'm going to have a lot more on my channel in the future, MOBA gaming. Just to go over a little bit about my channel though, I know I said I was going to switch my channel into a MOBA gaming channel in my last video, but to me what that means, if you actually know what the acronym MOBA means, it's multiplayer online battle arena. I mean, there's a lot of games that can fit that you know, that scenario. To me, that's any game that's multiplayer that you play online. So that could include games like DayZ, that could include games like MMOs, you know. So don't expect just to see, I mean, at the time of my last video, I was thinking maybe it would predominantly be Dota and LoL, but I'm actually going to branch out. I mean, now, since the last video, I've, obviously everybody knows that DayZ Standalone is launched. So I've been playing that game extensively. I have a lot of photos up on my Steam page you can check out. So you can see I've definitely been playing that quite a bit. So you can definitely are going to see videos of that coming up soon. Again, once they finally fix my internet, I'm going to be able to get videos up more regularly. I just happened to play tonight because, or be able to make this video tonight because I did a ping test and everything was like good. You know, it's just like random as all hell. It's like yesterday I was getting ping tests that were F and I was having huge packet loss, but then tonight I went on and it's A. So I don't know. I think maybe somebody's like trying to steal or stealing my internet or something. I think maybe they hooked up to it or something. That's the only excuse I have, or only reason I can think of that it's jacked up, or maybe somebody put a nail through a line. But anyway, yeah, expect more videos, Dota 2, as well as games like DayZ, and I picked up a game called Starbound. That's also in alpha/beta. I haven't been playing it as much. I mean, I played, I think, a total of like 50 hours in it, so I did play it quite a bit, but I haven't been playing it as much simply because it's still in the alpha phase where they're doing character wipes. Now, while DayZ is doing it too, DayZ isn't... I mean, you can gear up in DayZ a lot quicker than you can in a game like Starbound, and it seems to me like you put a lot more effort in gearing up in Starbound than you do in DayZ. So I don't really want to play Starbound because I think I'll get bored. Honestly, like if I keep having to gear up again and again and again, I think I'll get bored with the game. So I'm going to wait until it gets to the alpha phase where it's no longer doing character wipes, and then I'll start doing videos for Starbound. But it's a really good game. If anybody, if you've ever played Terraria, I hear it's very similar to Terraria. I haven't played Terraria yet, and I hear, like, when I was doing a little research on the game types and stuff, I heard that Terraria 2 is coming out. I don't know when, but I think sometime in 2014 they might have something on it. So I'm kind of like, I don't want to pick up Terraria right now because it's so old and Starbound looks so much better. But if Terraria 2 comes out, I'll probably pick that up too, but in the new year. But definitely Starbound's a great game to check out. Daisy Alpha is a great game to check out, and you can expect videos on both those games because they're both multiplayer, and I'll have them on my channel soon, and you'll see more Dota 2 content, and you know, some LOL pubs every once in a while when I go check out that game. And hope you enjoyed the video. Hope that me talking in my 3 a.m. voice wasn't too aggravating, and I hope you figured out how effective Ember Spirit is. Like, thumbs, sub, later.